Specto Patronum, motherfuckers. Hi, everyone. It's me. Kid show. Right. Sorry. Hi, Oh, who am I kidding? Austin's on here. It won't be a kid show. Hi, everyone. It's me, Grant, the movie and TV guy. Welcome to Raising Popcorn with Grant. We are here with
Sarah.
And
Come on.
Hi.
Hi, Art the Clown. Where were you Halloween 2018, Austin?
That was my Michael Myers phase. I should have brought my head in here.
Anyway, excuse me. Hi, everybody. We just saw a movie. That's right. I have to do it like a formal review. Taste the rainbow, bitch. Did you get my text or not? But
No.
it's Ben. You have fans, kind of. But yeah, it's been a minute since Sarah's been on here. It's been literally a minute in actual time since Austin's been on here because he did the Strays review with me. But yeah, we're here to talk about a movie. Movies and TV, so we do here. This is Raised on Popcorn with Grant, and that movie is a retro review, everybody. It's a retro review time. Then, respond, dude. It only takes you 2 minutes. Fuck. Anyway. It's retro review time, and the movie is Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. Woo! So, Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban is directed by Alfonso Cuarón, who previously did Y Tu Mamá También, as well as later on Gravity and Roma. So, an ideal choice for Harry Potter, an NC-17 rated dramedy. Perfect choice for a Harry Potter film. This is the third film in the series, and Harry Potter looks 17, but is actually 13. It is his third year at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. You all know the story. A escaped murderer, seemingly, named Sirius Black, has escaped from Azkaban prison, and seems to be coming after Harry, and yeah, that's right. If midterms weren't a big enough bitch, turns out that a crazy murderer who may or may not have helped he who must not be named kill Harry's parents is coming for him. Let the mayhem begin. So, Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. What did we think of it?
I always love it. It was my favorite book. It's one of my favorite movies.
I feel like to talk about this movie, you have to, now, if you look at my channel, you will find a Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone review because the first year we were doing this, they re-released it, so we did do a 10th anniversary review in 2021, as well as Fantastic Beasts 3. We reviewed that as well. My Harry Potter movies, I think the main 8 films are pretty flawless. Order of the Phoenix, I think, is probably the weakest, but even that is not bad. Fantastic Beasts 1 is good, Fantastic Beasts 2 is garbage, Fantastic Beasts 3 is slightly better than 2, but it's still kind of garbage.
I agree with you on those. It's a shame. The first Fantastic Beasts was wonderful. They just went so downhill after that.
Absolutely. And also, dear Warner Brothers, you don't need to remake it. Stop. Stop doing what you're doing, David Zaslav, you piece of shit. Stop ruining everything. Go home. Go to bed. Get some sleep. You look exhausted. Anyway, thank you for Barbie. Everything else, go to bed. But yeah, I love this movie. This is in the upper, I'd say top 3 Harry Potter movies for me. This is sort of, you said it best when we were, the lights were coming up, because we saw it in the theater. They're doing, at Marcus Theaters, for those who don't know, at least in the St. Louis metro area, they're doing the Harry Potter movies for $5 this month. They're doing all 8 of them. And so this was the night they were doing Prince of Azkaban, and these 2 were going, and I said, hey, can I come? And here we are. And and Austin suggested joining and doing a review, so I was like, hell yeah, let's do it. It is, you can tell that hiring Alfonso Cuarón, they wanted to bring some fresh blood into it. Not that Chris Columbus did a bad job with the first two movies, but I think that he did a great job. But I like the fact that it's getting slightly darker this time, but there's still innocence to it. It's like you, and I was going to mention that Sarah, you pointed out perfect observation. You said this worked because it was sort of the last gasp of innocence before it got dark, and that is what I liked about it. One of the things I love about this movie that I've liked about all the Harry Potter movies is that they're kids' movies technically, but they have balls. I've always really admired that about Harry Potter, the books and the movies, is that they really go places that are dark and kind of creepy, and they're not afraid to do so. And, yeah. But anyway, I really loved it. And it was nice getting to revisit this one on the big screen.
Nostalgic.
I probably have not seen this in a theater in almost 20 years, so it was nice. Or 10. Is it almost 20? Holy shit, it's almost 20. That was the 20th anniversary, my bad.
The first movie came out in like the early 2000s, correct?
2004. So yeah. Almost the... Damn, I'm old. Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do it in private chat, Austin. God damn it. Drop on by the Clown Cafe, your favorite meals on wheels. The food is all disgusting and it's full of awful tales.
Disgusting, but
anyway, you guys, what did you guys think?
Me?
Yeah, keep talking about it.
Yeah, I've said it before. I love the book.
Mm-hmm.
I love the first three movies, but of the first three movies, probably my least favorite, just because, like I said, I don't like the costume choice. I don't like them straying away from wearing the school uniforms and like going to like normal clothes. It's like that, for some reason, it always bothers me every time I watch it. It just drives me crazy and I don't know why.
Yeah, I also have to say, I think it's the second best of the first three. I think Chamber of Secrets is probably my favorite of the initial Harry Potter movies. My thing is this. Of the three Dursley segments that opens this movie, this is probably the weakest one of the three in hindsight watching it again. I think that it's the best is probably Sorcerer's Stone because that was just awesome. Them going to the friggin' letters flying in everywhere.
Yeah.
And then Dobby, which, Dobby's, Austin doesn't like Dobby. But there's something kind of satisfying about watching what's-her-name inflate after being such a horrible, horrible, awful human. Aunt Marge. I just love it. I mentioned this to you, and watch closely. If you happen to rewatch it, watch closely. Freaking dude who played Dudley is pulling some Catherine Langford and Knives Out shit where it's like, he doesn't have a lot to do, but in the background is a whole other movie that he's in that is amazing. Like, you're watching Dudley, and I'm like, I turned to you and I said, Dudley has massive alpha Chad energy in this movie. Because, like, Aunt Petunia's flying away, or not Aunt Petunia, Aunt Margie is flying away, and he goes, let's see what's on the telly. Fuck that bitch.
No, he didn't care.
Yeah, you could care less. Yeah. And, Daniel Radcliffe. Here's the thing. Watching this movie, to me, rewatching it reinforces the point. And I know I just said this, I want to spiel about it, but I don't care. You can't recast these characters. You just can't. They're so perfect, each one of them in their parts. And, I feel like we can be a little free to not spoil everything just in case someone hasn't seen it. But, like, for instance, the stuff involving Scabbers and his real identity still gets me. I still find it kind of hilarious that I didn't think of it when they mentioned the finger. Because, View with Drew, right on cue. How's it going, buddy? Although a little bit late. That's okay. That's okay. Just this movie to me... you mentioned the costumes. I see your point. It didn't really bother me as much just because I'll say this, they make it a lot more bland. If that's what you mean, then I'm kind of with you, where it's just like, oh, he's wearing a hoodie and a blue shirt. Like, cool, for most of the movie. Like, I get that, and Hermione's wearing basically a pink hoodie.
Yeah.
But you got some great things in this. Buckbeak is awesome. What happens with Buckbeak is beautiful and amazing and awesome. And it also felt really short for a movie as long as it is. It's paced really well, the third one.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of that is because the film is almost split into two films in a weird way, where it's everything leading up to the Time Turner sequence and everything replayed with the Time Turner. So when you get to a certain point in the movie, you know that there's only maybe a half hour left, and then you kind of, you're like, oh yeah, this is the part where they replay everything. And you're like, okay, this is how much of the movie's left. So it doesn't feel as long, I guess, in a weird way. But yeah, it's terrific. Do you guys have any final thoughts before we get to trailer trash? Austin, you barely said a word. Give me your thoughts.
Yeah.
You haven't said a damn thing.
Yeah, Austin.
This is my weakest movie. I'm not a big fan of this one.
There you go. You got to work with him.
Good. Yeah. It's good, which means no likey by Austin. So anyway, that being said, you want to score this puppy? So you give your scores first.
4.5 out of 5 stars.
All right, Austin.
1.5 out of 5.
You said 2 at the theater, though.
Now that I've thought about it, it's more of a 1.5.
You demoted it a half star.
Are you going by, okay, but if you're saying like 1 out of 5 stars, 1.5, are you talking like on the 1 to 10 scale, kind of?
Wow.
Okay, so that's a 3, bro, out of 10. That's kind of low, man. You hated it. You hated it. You didn't like it that much?
I'm just not a fan of it. There's not enough dark stuff that happens in it.
You always have to temper whatever Austin says with maybe he's being genuine and maybe he's fucking with you, just to be funny. So anyway, yeah. So he gives it a 1.5. I'm gonna give it 5. Bang! You see it, 5 out of 5 stars. I'm not gonna go plus with it because there are minor problems I have with it. Like Chamber of Secrets, I'd give a +2. Deathly Hallows Part 2, we'd give a +2. Even Sorcerer's Stone, quite frankly, I'd give a +2. Like, I really loved that movie. Or for my UK friends, The Philosopher's Stone. Yeah. But, yeah, I really love this movie. I just love the Harry Potter movies. I don't even really see the Harry Potter movies as individual movies. I see them as an 8-part whole. In the same way that you do kind of... Yeah.
Like puzzles, they all come together to make a bigger picture.
Yeah, I will say this. Probably the weakest to me, maybe actually, is Deathly Hallows Part 1 because there's just a lot of camping and cruelty.
It's like camping the movie.
I mean, it's necessary, I guess, but not a lot does really happen.
Cut some of it out.
I mean, I feel like that movie you can keep in the death of Dobby. You can keep in the jealousy among the friend group stuff. Because that's important for characters.
But they trimmed it down a little.
Trim it a little. But the high point is part 2. I feel like Honest Trailers said it best where they were going through all of them and they said part 1 is the one you skip. And it's like, yeah, kind of. Oh, well. And then, like, maybe, you know what they should do? They should do, like, the Phantom Edit for Phantom Menace where they should just take the important part of the love triangle stuff, the death of Dobby, and the little animation, the beautiful little animation bit where they're describing what the Deathly Hallows are, and just tack it onto the beginning.
Yeah, the Beetle Bard story.
Yeah. Well, like, the part, isn't it, like, where they go to see Luna Lovegood and her dad?
Yeah.
And he's describing and explaining what the title is? Yeah. So that part is important. Like, that's necessary plot. And then just, all the fucking... And also, keep in the scene where they dance around the campfire, because that was kind of cute. And then, that was a sweet moment. You need some, just some moments for the characters to be themselves.
Times in the dark
and then all of Deathly Hallows Part 2. Just make it, like, half hour longer. Just make it, like... But, yeah. I'm also just kind of against the idea of two-parters unless I feel it really needs it. Like Dune needed it, and like,
Well, Dune is a huge story, though.
well,
So,
like Mission Impossible, I kind of get why it's because it does tell a complete story, and then there's still some hanging stuff left.
yeah.
Yeah. Anywho, that being said, wishful thinking. Don't do a TV show. Like, just, I'll watch the Percy Jackson series. That actually makes more sense than Harry
I'm
Potter.
excited. I hope they do that justice this time.
That kid that got to play Percy Jackson's a really good young actor. So I hope so. But trailer trash. Let's do it because there were trailers.
You'll have to refresh my memory. I honestly don't remember what some of the trailers were. I think the Migration movie.
I got a list because I came in right as the previews were starting. So
Okay.
Migration, which looks like maybe my little nephew will like it, and I'll review it for him. It doesn't look like it would interest me that much. It looks like for 8-year-olds.
Yeah, the first trailer I saw for Migration, I was like, this looks kind of.
It wasn't a trailer. It wasn't a trailer. It was look at all the cool shit we made that made money at Illumination.
And then this newest trailer, I'm like, okay, if I had to go take my nieces to see it, I wouldn't be opposed. But
yeah, it doesn't look like it has that what do you call it? The transcendent value that like a Nimona or a Spider-Verse or something would have for the adults who, without kids, who want to go see an animated movie. Like, it doesn't have that, where it's for kids, but also like it's good. It's really good, so it doesn't. Yeah. I admit the Duck à l'Orange joke kind of made me chuckle the first time. That's kind of cute. Where it's like Duck à l'Orange. He goes, "What's Duck à l'Orange?" He goes, "It's duck. It's you with l'orange on top." I'm like, that was cute. Wish. I don't like the animation style, but otherwise it looks cute.
Don't like the animation?
I mean, I like it fine. I don't feel like that style applies to a Disney movie though. It's not like Ninja Turtles or something where it's like, okay, that kind of makes sense. This is like, because like when you see the Ninja Turtles movie, it's like, okay, it's like graffiti brought to life. I get that style. But yeah, it looks cute. It does seem a little bit like Disney jacking itself off a little bit, like oh, wish upon a star, oh, it's like that whole thing. Like, aren't we cool? It's 100 years. It's like, yeah, okay, Disney. Like, apparently they're gonna have a short film before it where one of the animators walks through the halls of Disney and all the characters are like saying are like together, like all the princesses and Mickey. I'm like, this seems a little bit masturbatory, and this is the movie it's attached to.
Yeah.
Trolls Band Together. Sarah and I are going to see that one. That is a movie with the transcendent factor. You get hella high and you can go see it. I love the Trolls movies. I think they're so much fun.
I've only seen the first Troll movie. I never saw the second one.
The second one's pretty good. Well, the second one didn't play in a lot of theaters because it came out it was the first one to experiment with. It's the one that got Universal in trouble with AMC initially because they're gonna put it out on. So I watched it at home. It was cute. It wasn't as good as the first one, but they're gonna have a new NSYNC song in this. They're gonna bring the band back together for a new song, and I love that. So yeah, it looks good. The Marvels. I'm excited. I liked Captain Marvel, and I liked Miss Marvel, but I'm the Marvel nerd.
I mean, yeah, I've seen every Marvel movie. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I'm just not a fan of Captain Marvel. Is my issue. So
yeah,
I'll watch it, but I don't know how well I'm gonna like it. So we'll see how it goes.
Austin, did you show Sarah what I sent you earlier? Speaking of Captain Marvel.
Oh, yeah, the Peter Parker thing.
yeah, the Bully Maguire.
Yeah.
Gran Turismo, I already saw it, so I can tell you for sure it's a good movie. I hope
I'd like.
Oh yeah. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh no, it's a good movie, and it looks like it's going to be a good movie, and I'd like to see it.
Okay, now last one is Wonka, or as Ben likes to call it, Twink Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Literally, I think I said this before, maybe I didn't, but the second time I saw Barbie, I went with Ben, and this trailer was in front of it in Dolby, and he turned to me and said, and I quote, Now, this Wonka is a twink, and I'll explain to you why. I'm like, oh my god, man. It looks like fun. I'm looking forward to it.
I'd like to see it.
You can tell it's made by the Paddington people because it has really great production design. I don't know if it's going to be on the same level of the Paddingtons. Speaking of kids' movies that adults can enjoy even more than kids, the Paddington movies. They're great. I think Paddington 2 was on my best of list in 2018. In fact, I'm almost certain it was. I think it was actually pretty high. And then, like, Hugh Grant is an Oompa Loompa. I'm here for it. And someone's going to complain that they didn't get an actual little person. And, you know, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
And then was there shawarma? Kind of. I like how I didn't notice this the first time. I remember it being that, but it's the Marauders map, and I actually like how the credits credit, if you know what I mean. Like,
The scroll.
It's kind of fun. It's kind of fun to watch. No, there's no scene or anything. It's not like Chamber of Secrets where there actually is something if you stay to the very end. But, yeah, that's it. Okay, we are done. We are done. We will be back, however, tomorrow, because I never stop. Tomorrow, we will have a review, first day review of Metalocalypse: Army of the Doomstar, the movie. I cannot wait. As you know, I'm an Adult Swim enthusiast. I love Metalocalypse. And this weekend, we're seeing Jurassic Park. At least I am. We're seeing The Hill, which looks bad and kind of churchy, but we're going to go see it. Golda with Helen Mirren and Retribution with Liam Neeson. We are also going to have a retro review of American Graffiti, which is back in theaters Sunday. We will also have on streaming reviews of Vacation Friends 2, starring John Cena, and You Are So Not Invited to My Bat Mitzvah, starring Adam Sandler. That is a real movie that is coming out on Netflix. So we will have reviews of all of that. It's going to be a packed week. And, yeah. And that'll be next time. And until next time, I'm Grant the Movie and TV Guy. I see it all, and I'm happy to share it with you. I love you all. I appreciate you all. I love Class of Vista. Look at 3000. Be kind to one another. Like, subscribe, do all the things. Take care of your mental health. It's incredibly important. Now, I want to know down below, what did you think of Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban? Did you like the movie? Did you hate the movie? Do you think my opinion's good? Think I'm full of shit? Comment below. Let me know. And until we meet again, we're all raised on popcorn. Make mine with extra butter. And I'll catch you guys next time, and I will catch you guys later. Thanks for coming, guys.
Bye.
Have a good night, everyone. Take care, everyone. Bye. All right.